What's good, y'all? It's your boy Reed got options, and like I always say, whether the market's up or down, we see green, and we've been seeing a lot of green the last couple of weeks, and today we've seen a lot of green also. But I want you to check this out right here. See that? That's good. These are going up, the prices are going up, but it should not look like that at all. You feel me? SPY, the VIX, and oil should not all be going up at the same time. It's not that. It's just, it's getting scary. We got people hoping for puts and pullbacks right now. And I want to tell you guys something. Don't try to call the top. Don't try to buy puts or things of that nature, because you're going to get burned. The trend is your friend. Even though we had 1-2 red days up in here, right at the beginning of May, we still kept trending up. The trend is your friend. Look how much we've been trending up for. Ever since we broke out my multi-year 78% retracement level, we held support. Then boom, we kept going up because we're following the 9 EMA. So until you break below the 9 EMA, I don't think you should be looking into puts at all. Also, you want the VIX to break out above 20. Once it gets to 21, that's when the market is going to start correcting. The VIX should never be higher than about 15 in the market up this high. All right, but the VIX is around $18, $19 right now. And once you hit 21, that's when the stock market might start dropping, start seeing a correction. But we did call out 730 the last couple of weeks. Go back to the videos and watch them. And boom, we have broken out of those levels. One thing I want to show you guys how to prepare for the next day so you can catch a retest and go. Because a lot of people are entering trades and they're getting stopped out because the stock market is retesting, or the ticker that you're in is retesting a certain level and then going in the direction that you wanted. So if you were to prepare for today, right, you would have went to Friday's high and low. You went into your Fibonacci retracement, go to the high and low, boom, and then you would have zoomed in. You would have watched the 50%, 61866 range. Let me get a little closer so you guys can see this right here. And you would have saw that we gapped down and we got close to the 50% retracement level. Once you've seen us today start getting up around the 618 area, you literally could have just played the 737 calls and you'd have been good all the way up to 740.81. All right, and then we pulled back. What do? Ran up to the 78% retracement level to the upside, and we rejected off of there. These are highly psychological areas. That's why I have them also to the top, so I don't have to sit here, copy and paste, and put my fibs to the upside to see where we're going next. We have these Fibonacci retracements here for a reason. 50, 618, 66, 70% retracement level. These four highly psychological areas. They're going to play to the upside and downside. They acted as resistance and support right here, and then these ones acted as resistance. We broke through all the resistance levels, hit this perfectly, and came down. All right, so now if you want to prepare for tomorrow to see how to play SPY, if you're a day trader, you want to scalp some 0 DTEs, get a nice quick 15 to 20%, all you have to do, take Fibonacci retracements, go from today's high to today's low, and then worry about these levels. We break at under the 50% retracement level, we come down to the 38%. Most likely we're flushing, and look, it's right here at Friday's high. These Fibonacci retracement level mean business. Okay, so stick with them. We're at the 66618 range right now. We break out tomorrow, 739 on the table, then we can see new highs. If not, we start coming back down, we could see a little bit of retracing. All right, checking out NVDA. Breakout 66618 range to my upside. All right, it has broken out. All it needs to do is hold this 217 level, 215 area, and NVIDIA is going to keep going up. I keep telling you guys, May 20th we have earnings. NVIDIA is not showing any slowdown. Okay, once we broke out of this bullish reversal, this ascending wedge, we kept going. Look at the 9 EMA and 21. They don't show signs of slowing down. Once you start getting a negative slope, then maybe, just maybe, you'll be good for the downside. But don't hope for the downside, okay? And don't try to buy calls at the top either. Play level to level so you can save your portfolio. Apple is doing okay. We did drop to 290 today, and then we ran up to 291. My downside areas for Apple is 285 and then 280. After 285, 284. After 284, we're dropping down to 280, 278. We need to break below this 9 EMA. This is going to be the tail of the tape for the upcoming days if you are a day trader. Okay, this is what you want to look at. Right now, the best thing to do, get a call when you break the next day high. Previous day high will set you up for good profit. All right, anything below that, setting you up for failure. Do not get blended up. We could consolidate from 288 up to 292 and 295. We can consolidate in here and then run up some more, and we have $300 calls on the table. So if Apple keeps moving like this, By the end of May, it should eclipse $300. Microsoft sold off. We had a structure drawn up, a bull pennant, and right now we are consolidating in this level right here. I have my alert for 405. We break under 405. I was going to play the $400 puts and let it fall all the way back down to 385. What happened was that we found strong support right here. Now you can see 1, 2, double bottom on the daily. We could possibly fill this gap up and run back up to 415. Above 415 for Microsoft, it is going to run. It was very, very beautiful today. It dropped to 405. Alert went off. Then the 9 and 21 EMA did not cross over. So this is a pullback. Okay, this is a retest before we break back out. I can see Microsoft running up to 430 in the upcoming weeks. I don't see any type of downside until we break below 400. So Microsoft is above 400 and 405 is definitely bullish. Looking at Nike, this was the buy area. We cannot get out of here. We got alerted at 43.35 that it was selling off. Boom. It started selling all the way down to 42.50. It could hit 41.50. Under 41 is going to flush. Nike is looking horrible. Look at it on the monthly. This is bad. All right. 21 EMA just crossed the 200. 50 EMA is coming down too. It is going to keep selling off until I don't know when. All right. But if it doesn't hold 41, it's definitely going to flush. Nike could end up being a freaking $20 stock in no time. It's under the 400 EMA on a daily and it's not looking pretty. Back to SPY. We have the upside already priced in. You got to zoom in. All right, we're on the monthly right now. Let's go to the daily to show you guys again what I did and how I'm preparing for tomorrow. All you have to do is zoom in and key in on the current day candle, which I'm going to do. And this is only the numbers I'm playing for tomorrow. We do break under 737 tomorrow, 736, and then we can start getting some downside. I don't see any panic really happening. Everything seems priced in from the war. Now we're getting bad headlines about Iran and the U.S. with ceasefires, but it's not really making no changes. The market is just going to keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. So until we see some significant downside, I'm not caring about anything really other than the upside. All right, we did have this, what do you call it? Dark cloud cover. We called it out Thursday. And it got invalidated, and so what we do, we kept running up, because what happens when you invalidate a bearish reversal, we go to the upside. All right, checking out the Discord. This is the Winner Circle. Everything we talked about on the Zoom calls, we have Zoom recordings every Sunday and Wednesday. They're recorded, and then we drop the recordings in here. Sunday and Wednesday Zoom calls, boom, here you are. Here's the links in the Discord. All right, the recordings and their recaps are here. Okay, every single Zoom call is recorded. And we get wins off of these. We talked about UNH, boom, some profit today. We talked about Applied Digital, profit. IonQ, definitely a lot of profit. And we talked about Plug. We cannot forget about Poet. We talked about Poet on the Zoom call, and boom, look at this, 110% on January calls. We're up deep in the money. You can hold this contract now and leave runners. This is what we do. We have Max 7 bot calling out plays, Semiconductor bot calling out plays, and the healthcare bot calling out plays also. All right, don't forget the trading strategy links. We have fair value gaps, risk management, bullish and bearish candlestick reversals, time frame guide, reversal patterns. We are not just here to call out plays in the short term or the long term. I'm here to teach charts and analysis. We are going over every single chart, every single ticker before we enter a trade. All right, we got alerted with 43. Boom. And then now you see where Nike's at, saying at 42.50. So, like I always say, whether the market's up or down, we see green. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. And also, get your 7-day free trade pass to become a market bully. Peace.